parents, they didn't want to hear that their son who was a bio major is going to decide to cook instead. I kind of still held on for a little while, but when I graduated, I knew already that I wanted to be a chef. That's when I moved to Italy. I mean, we just lived the restaurant. Lunch, dinner service, 6 days a week, 1 day to rest. And that's what kind of like really propelled me into the seriousness of the profession. I probably know how to cook more Italian food better than most Italians, but I think there is still something that started me thinking I should be learning about Chinese food. I'm a chef and I'm taking over the 4 C's in Chinatown and putting my restaurant. It's going to be called Mister Jiu's. It's spelled differently, which is part of the conversation about loss in translation. The name of the restaurant is Mister Jiu, spelled J-I-U, which is a pinyin spelling of the character Jew. My dad, he lived in Chinatown for, when he was a kid. The history here is amazing, and when I saw the space, I knew this is the place I had to do my project, because the legacy of the restaurants that have been here just felt good. It's just a really old place. So as far as the city codes go, there's almost a full gamut of upgrades that need to happen. There's a lot that I'm juggling right now as far as architect and contractor and city and all those things. That's kind of my world right now. I'm not going to import anything from China, so I'm going to be making everything here. Oyster sauce from local oysters, fermenting chilies from local farmers. Chinese food is like, the process of it is actually pretty simple. It's fast. The actual ingredient list is actually pretty small. Everyone's getting it from China. Everyone's getting it from the same sources. No one's progressing tradition and how things are made. And that's like part of this project for me too, is to train the next generation of chefs, Chinese traditions. My goal is to have locals come back to Chinatown, because all these businesses here, they're all designing their business for tourists. And what I'm trying to do is the opposite of that, basically. I want tourists to come here for sure, but I'm really like targeting locals to come back here. It's just like completely uncomfortable, like living broke, living without like a real job, trying to convince people to give you hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know why I'm doing it, other than like, this is my dream. I'm kind of putting all my chips in and trying to go for it.